it's okay to not be in your most creative mode at every single point of your creative journey. It's not gonna happen like that. So let's normalize just, getting in your bag, focusing on yourself, taking a step back from your craft for a minute to get your mind right, get you right. And then when you come back, make sure you double it. That's all. That's it. Okay, now we're ready. Let me fix this. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the Just Jay podcast. I know I've been gone for a long time. It's been maybe 2 months since I've actually put any new content out or new episodes. I'm so happy to be back though. We have so much to talk about. I honestly, low key, I'm not gonna lie, sitting in this chair right now, I'm a little bit intimidated because I feel damn, I don't even remember how I used to sit, how I used to, you feel me? I'm just damn, I feel I'm a brand new podcaster again, and I'm dead ass not. But I missed y'all. I hope y'all had an amazing last few months. Last episode that I dropped was January 27th. It is now April 27th. Whoa. I'm dropping this episode and another one that I recorded with me and Coach Lay. I'm dropping 2 episodes on April 27th, which is my birthday. I know it's a Thursday, but I was like, you know what? I just want to drop it on my birthday anyway, just to make a statement, So April 27th, if you're watching this, it has already dropped. So hello, happy birthday to me. I'm about to be 23. Today's actually the 25th, not the 27th, but I'm about to be 23. Let's talk about that. I'm excited to turn 23. I'm not gonna lie. I have a really, really good feeling about 23. I think 22 was so important for me because I learned so many amazing lessons that I needed to learn. I'm ready. I'm excited. It's so crazy because literally this entire year, 2022 was super amazing for me because I learned so many different things. I went through so much, but I also learned so much. So I'm not really this year I'm just ready. I'm ready for whatever life has to throw at me. I think I've been really working on myself and really trying to heal from the things that I don't talk about or the things that just go on in my day-to-day life. First of all, if I sound clearer and better, it's because I have a new mic on. Hello. I just decided I don't want to use my stand-up mics no more. My stand-up mics will probably be used when I have guests or something. But for me, I'm gonna just clip I don't know if y'all can see it. I'm gonna just clip my mic onto me and, I'll just talk my shit and do what I gotta do. Cause, audio is super important to me. Visual context is super important to me. Lighting and everything is super important to me. As you can see, we've done a lot of work and gotten up to a really, really good place when it comes to our recordings, whether it's video or audio. So I think you guys are going to be able to hear me super well and super clearly. So I'm excited about that. I've tested it out a few times. It's awesome. But yeah, so this is just, welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. I know y'all missed me. I know people were probably what is she doing? Is the podcast over or what? Never that. Never, ever, ever that. I just needed a lot of time to really get myself together. And I think that is super important and it should be normalized for creatives it needs to be normalized for creatives to be allowed to have those moments of unproductivity or unmotivation and just sit through it and feel whatever it is you feel, go through whatever it is that you're going through on a day-to-day basis and allow yourself to just go through it, because at the end of the day, whenever you have those moments of feeling unmotivated or unproductive, they always pass. There's always going to be a sudden burst of energy or a sudden burst of creativity. So realistically, I was just waiting for that burst of creativity to come back and just my drive. And I was I just felt I didn't have any new ideas. I didn't really have no creative, I just didn't have no creative momentum or none of that. So I'm happy I took the time that I took off. Yes, I did miss podcasting. Yes, I did feel super inconsistent and super stagnant, but sometimes you really need to just take a step back and look at everything that you've created and figure out where you really want to take it next. And I think that's just what I've been doing. So with these 2 episodes that are dropping, there's going to be a new launch of my website. I'll put it right here. It's going to be called justjay.co. That's going to be a place for you to access all of my episodes, audio and visual. I'm going to have a blogging section where I'm going to be posting all of my writings and whatever I feel, There's also a section for you to contact me if you want to send me a message or, just tell me about your experience watching the show or anything like that. There's also a section for the Ask Jay section. So when you open up the website, it'll literally pop up in a little orange circle and it says Ask Jay, and you can click on that. It'll take you directly to the anonymous link that you can submit all your topics, ideas, questions, anything that you want to tell me. You can submit it through there anonymously. But if you want me to know who it is, scroll all the way down to the bottom of the website and where it says Contact Us, and you can submit your contact form. I wanted to do this website, and I think it is super important because it's something, first of all, it's something that I've been talking about for a long time. I think my link tree was good for the time being, and it was an easy way for people to access my show and everything that I was doing. But I felt like I wanted something that was really, really my own, and that I could put pictures, and I could, if I want to sell merch one day, I can do that, which I'm on the way. But like anything that like has to do with me, I wanted people to be able to easily access it and it totally be a representation of me. So justjay.co is dropping the same day that these two episodes are dropping. I'm gonna drop this episode of me with, it's basically gonna be like a catch up, and I'm also going to drop the episode that I recorded a couple months ago with Coach Lay, talking about the brand WONAC, which just stands for We All Needed a Chance, and just our collaborative ideas and just great conversation. I really, really want to get that episode out for you guys because it's super, super good, and I really had a good time like connecting with him and just talking about his ideas. So that's one of the episodes that I'm also going to be dropping. There's going to be 2 in total. I realized that I have so many episodes in my vault that I have not posted, just because like I'm somebody where like I'll record an episode and then I'll watch it back and it's like, oh, lighting is wrong, scratch the whole episode. Or, oh, I don't like how, the camera angle is, oh, scratch the whole, you know what I mean? And I was telling my therapist this about how I just have so many episodes that I've never launched because it's always something wrong that I'm finding within the episode or whatever. She's like, don't do that. Like, put all your content out just so that people can see how you've grown and what you've done. Like, release every episode. Doesn't matter if the camera angle is bad, the lighting, whatever. That's all in your head. I promise your audience, they may notice it, but that's not something that they're going to fixate on because they're ready for the conversation. So I'm going to work on being better at just putting out my old stuff because it's important. And also like over the break of me being, quiet and like being low key, I did get a lot of recording done. So I do have a lot of episodes still that I have to like put out. So I have a lot of episodes in my iCloud, so I got y'all. Don't worry. I'm doing something new with my hair. It's a new, it's like just a new routine that I've been doing. So let me know if you guys like it in the comments. If you don't, I really don't care. So don't even tell me. But yeah, let's get into the show, shall we? So first of all, tune into my website, justjay.co. I worked really, really hard on it. I hope you guys really, really enjoy the visual representation. I hope that it's easy for you to maneuver, easy for you to access, all of that. That's supposed to be the point. It's supposed to be easy and effective. The 2 episodes that I'm dropping, I hope you guys love those too. Especially this one, because I feel like I have a lot of things that I want to catch you guys up on, and I also want to talk about and bring to your attention. And I think this is going to be a good episode, so stay tuned. First of all, I want to touch on the topic of just going through the motions as a creative. Because I think when you are somebody that's creative, or you're an artist, or you're a podcaster, or you're a photographer, or whatever it is you do in a creative way, you're always expected to be consistent and just always constantly be putting work out. But realistically, like, we are human. We do have those times where we're either sad or just not motivated or not happy in life to where we don't want to, we can barely handle our regular day-to-day life versus our creative life. You know what I mean? So I think for me, it was just a matter of, I was going through a lot of shit at one time, and it was very hard for me to like still be putting podcast episodes out every Friday, but I'm going through so much shit 9 to 5 and then 5 to 10 when I have to record my podcast and do everything that I need to do for my business. I'm already burnt out because I've already handled so many different scenarios throughout the day that it's just like, it was hard for me. So I had a lot going on, wasn't really in the best place mentally or physically, for real. Also, it's just, you sometimes just have moments where you don't have nothing to say, or where you don't have nothing to create, or you don't have no ideas. And that's okay. That's all a part of being a creative. And I think it's important for people like me to normalize that, so that there are other people that watch my show or watch me along the way that see, okay, she does have her moments where she's going through it and she's not really feeling as creative or as, idea oriented as she normally is. And that's okay. I think personally, me as a creative, like I give myself that time to really go through whatever I'm feeling. Like, bro, the past 2 months, I've literally been like, every like maybe every couple days I would write something down in my notes that's like a topic that I want to like expand on my podcast, but like I just didn't have anything to say. I didn't have any. I'm not gonna lie, the past couple of weeks or like the past like 2 months, I really felt like I wasn't able to articulate my words as beautifully and effectively as I normally am. So it was just like, no, be quiet. Stay quiet then. Because I pride myself on not putting anything out that's not authentically me or showing my genuity or just my heart for sure and fully. So it's like, if you don't feel like you can put your words together or you don't have anything to say, just be quiet and allow yourself to sit in that silence until you are ready to speak again. And I did that. I allowed myself to do that. And also, my therapist, because I think that's also been playing a really, really important part into just my life. My therapist has also told me that like she was one of the people that was like, you should speak about that because first of all, it does happen. And people go through that who are creatives and feel like, oh, if I miss a week posting my episodes, they're going to forget about me or I'm going to be inconsistent. Realistically, that's how I felt like I had to show up for my podcast. I got to post episodes every Friday. I got to be consistent. I got to keep showing my face on their timeline. But realistically, sometimes you don't have it in you to do that shit every single week. Don't get me wrong. Now that I'm dropping this episode, there will be episodes consistently every week after this until the end of the season, which is very... What are we on? Episode 6? I don't even know what episode this is going to be. Probably 7. But till the end of the season, we'll definitely be, consistent with dropping every Friday. But it's all about making a schedule and a timeline that one is going to fit you. Because realistically, like your audience is going to want episodes every day. They're ready for episodes. You know what I mean? Like they're going to listen to whatever it is that you put out. But realistically, it's all about the creative. It's all about you, the person that's putting the content out. So if every Friday schedule is not okay, it's not good for you and you can't meet those goals or that goal that you've put for yourself every week, don't do it. Do a every 2 weeks or every other week type of show, or drop episodes when you fucking can. And that's like, I know a lot of podcasters who don't have any like set schedule to when they drop episodes. You get an episode when you get an episode. And I understand why they do that because that fits them. But for me, it's like, I like my listeners to have something to look forward to. I like for them to know that, no, I will be back next week. You know what I mean? So it's like, you got to build a schedule that works for you. And like, it's going to take a couple trials and errors for you to really figure out what, you want your schedule to be like. And that is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I think we get in our head a lot as creatives. And I think sometimes you got to take yourself out of your head and be in reality and really be for real with yourself. Like, am I going to be able to meet this every week goal that I have? And if I'm not, I need to take a step back and figure out something that is going to work for me. So shout out to the creatives out there. I don't care if you're taking pictures, podcasting, designing clothes, whatever you're doing, shout out to the creatives out there because it is very hard to be us. That's it. That's all. That's all I'm going to say. Also, one of my friends also said, he was like, shout out to Will, because he was like, yo, you're a podcaster now. Like, because I was telling him that I felt unmotivated or I didn't have anything to talk about or like I'm just going through real life shit that I really haven't shared on the show for real. He was like, yo, you're a podcaster now. Like anything that you go through, every experience you have, like you can talk about that and people are going to listen because you've built this amazing platform for yourself already. So it's like, just imagine how you feel when like you're like, damn, like I don't have anything to talk about. I don't want to tell them my real life shit. And you post that shit and there's people out there in the world that really relate to you and really get it. So it's like, I appreciate you, bro, for that because I needed to hear that for sure. Also, on my website, you can subscribe to the bottom of the website. At the bottom of the website, it's going to say subscribe to site. You can put your email in there and subscribe so that you'll get an email notification whenever I post anything new on the website or a blog post or episodes, everything. So definitely subscribe to my site, subscribe to my YouTube, all of that. Because we're gonna get this. I have a really good feeling about 2023. Like it's going to be even better than what it was before. And I know I say that every single season, and every single season really like I outdo myself. But 2023, I really have a really good feeling. Shout out to Lur and Lionel, I think that's how you say it. Lara and Lionel, yeah, that's the podcast that I've been watching. Those are two. That podcast is based on two friends from Philly. It's two homies, two guys, obviously. And I just think their show is amazing. They recently just followed me on Instagram. That's why I'm shouting them out. But I think their show is amazing. I think they have a great platform. I think it's super, super awesome to see just guys getting on podcasts that are actually talking about something that actually have substance, that actually are like positive, you know what I mean? I enjoy their conversation. I think they're super funny. So shout out to them. Tune into their show also. Hopefully, I'm gonna speak this into existence. I see myself on their show before the end of the year. So I'm coming for y'all. That's it. I said it. Okay. So yeah, shout out to them. I'll put the name of their show right here so you can see it. But they have amazing topics that they talk about. It's also like, I like their show because they're also talking about like things that like just we don't normally talk about in society. They talk about sex, they talk about relationships, they talk about everything. And I enjoy that. Especially from a male perspective. Like I think male podcasters are super, super important, just as important as female podcasters, because we all add our own experience and flavor to the conversation. But I just enjoy them because they are very funny and they are very authentic and they really, really are themselves. And I love authentic people. So shout out to them. I think the main thing that I've really been focusing on is that anything that's shifting my peace or shifting my spirit in a negative way has to go for me. And I mean friendships, I mean like relationships, family, all of that. Because recently, okay, we're gonna talk about this very briefly. Very briefly, because it's really not that serious, really not that deep, really not that important. Well, it is important because it's something that I'm learning. But so let's just, long story short, I had a falling out with a friend, and I took accountability for my part that I played in the falling out. I am pretty much the one that created all the distance in the friendship because I just felt some type of way. And it was, when I feel some type of way, it's a strong some type of way. Okay. So like, it is what it is. And I'm one of those people who stands on her feelings and how she feels. So I took accountability for my part. We tried to rekindle the friendship. For me, what I had to realize after the rekindling of the friendship, I had to realize that like, I'm still triggered by you. Like there's still things that you make me feel that are negative that I don't fuck with. And it's like, I'm not a jealous person. I'm not a hater. I'm not none of that. But like when I would see this person, it's like, like just hating ass vibes that I was giving off whenever I would see the person or whenever I would just like come across anything that the person was doing. And it's like, realistically, I'm not a hater. I love everybody. I'm so supportive of everybody and whatever they do. But like, I just had to realize that it is okay to remove yourself from things that still trigger you. And also, don't allow somebody or some situation to take you back to a place that you've already healed from. That's the bottom line of it. And I think that's what it was for me, to where I know that I've been through this before and I've already healed from this. So I don't really need to deal with this again because, first of all, I'm hella triggered here still, even after the falling out and the rekindling. And it's just like, that's not fair. I think that it's totally okay for you to be like, yo, I don't want to fuck with this person just because of how they make me feel or how I react to them. I think that's totally okay. Tying into that story, this is like two different situations, but a couple months ago, I had a falling out with one of my homegirls. And me and her have a mutual understanding of how traumatic our female friendships have been for us in the past, right? That was something that we bonded over. Like, just bonding over how you've both been done filthy when it comes to your female best friend friendships. You feel me? And we had a falling out. The falling out was not over anything serious. It really was not that deep, right? We had a falling out. And one day I texted her because and mind you, in the beginning of the message that I sent her, I said, you're not somebody that I just want to like fall out with and never speak to again because I don't think it's that deep. So I'm going to send you how I feel and we can talk about it. She calls me, she says, just call me when you get a chance so we can talk, whatever. I call her. As soon as we're having this conversation and we're exchanging how we both feel, and it's just super hostile. So for me, it's like, I'm already shut down. Once I feel your hostility, I'm already shutting down. Because at this point, I don't want to meet you with more hostility, because if I take it there, I'm going to take it too far. So for me, at the end of the conversation, right, she's like, oh, well, if you don't want to do this friendship thing, like, we don't have to do it. Mind you, for me, it's like, I never said that. I never even gave that was the impression that I wanted to go, like, you know what I mean? I never made it known that was the route that I wanted to take it. You know what I mean? Especially because in the beginning of my message that I sent to you, I said, you're not somebody that I just want to like act like I don't fuck with, because I do. So let's talk about it. You feel me? So like, for me, when she said that, I was super shut off, because it's like, bro, first of all, I done already basically said that I didn't want to do that. You know what I mean? And you're being hella hostile. And it's just like, I'm not gonna sit here and fight for a friendship that you just randomly just like, oh, well, if you don't want to be friends, we don't gotta be friends. You know what I mean? That's high school ass shit. So for me, it was like, as soon as she said that, in my head, I was like, I'm gonna just text her later. I'm gonna text her later, and we're gonna hang up right now, and we'll talk about it later when we're both cooled down from the conversation of taking a step back from it. So she says that, and I'm like, okay, whatever. We hang up. Okay. Then I had an old friend, maybe like, I want to say had to be years ago, because I was a freshman in college still. So this was years ago. I had a best friend. We had a falling out. And the first thing that she did was she went on social media and she was talking about me, right? That shit hurt like hell. I hated that. I hate involving social media in your problems with people, because first of all, it's nobody's business. Okay, and now you got all these people that don't even know the situation trying to pick a side and trying to figure out what's going on. Shit is whack, and we are too fucking grown for that. But she went on social media, was talking about me with all of her friends, haha, kiki, laughing. I immediately knew that I didn't like how that made me feel. So I literally told myself, I'm never gonna let any one of my friends make me feel like this ever again. Literally. As soon as a bitch go to social media about me, oh, she's done. She's done. Washing my hands with her, and that's it. Done. Bro, maybe like 30 minutes after I hung up the phone with the homegirl that I was having the issue with, that we were talking. Not even 30 minutes after I hung up the phone with her, she had a status about me on her close friends, talking about oh, y'all don't want real friends. Like, y'all don't want people to really tell you like it is and tell you about yourself. Cut it. So I immediately swiped up and I said, yo, if this is what you're going to do, take me out of this. Take me out right now, because this is whack as fuck. This is very fucking high school. And I'm not that girl no more. Like, I'm really not. Like, if I have a problem with you or we have an issue, I'm going directly to you. Like, there's no need for me to go on social media and sub you or do all. First of all, I'm in your close friends, so you know I'm gonna see it. Okay, whatever. Bro, and immediately once I seen her post that shit about me, I swiped up on her story and I said, yo, take me out of this. It's very immature, whatever the fuck I said. Then I went into our messages and I texted her again. And I said, yo, like, you're making me feel like I'm just a random bitch that like you didn't have no real connection with, and that's whack. I'm not gonna tolerate that. So we don't ever have to speak again. Literally. Sent her that, took her off of everything. When I tell you, it's like this woman was never in my life, gone off of everything, because literally I already know that that's a place that I've already healed from. I've already healed from the whack ass female friendships that I had to experience in my lifetime. I've already healed from that. So as soon as I seen her go on Instagram, literally it took me back to when I was a freshman in high school crying in my dorm room. And I was like, yeah, no, you're good. Like, I'm good off you. Totally good. Have never spoken to her after that. Literally, that was the last message that I ever sent her, because girl, what are we doing at this big grown age? No. So that is what I mean when I say stand on your boundaries, first of all. And two, don't let nobody take you back to no fucked up place that you done already healed from. Sorry. I've already been here before. Been there, done that. Had this experience before. You can go. Literally. No, I think for me, what I've had to really understand is that I'm somebody that, like, I have very little friends, or have not even friends. I'm not gonna say that. I have very little girl friends or female friendships that I feel like are strong and that I feel like are very, very important in my life. You know what I mean? Like, I have Jada, I have Aziri. Like, I probably have 3 real female friends that I feel like are gonna hold me down forever, which I love. So when I meet new girls, it's like, oh, like, you're a breath of fresh air because you're new. And like, me and her bonded because of the foul friendships that we've had to, or foul things that we've had to go through in our friendships prior to each other. So it was like, you know that I've been through this already. You know that I've experienced this. So it's like, girl, when somebody makes you feel something that you know is not right and that you know you don't fuck with as a person, let them the fuck go. Especially when you text her twice. Bye. Also, like, I just gave you two different stories. Like, you know, this homegirl was a different homegirl from the other story that I started off this with. But that homegirl too, like, we tried to rekindle the friendship. For me, I'm still triggered by you. For me, my spirit is still unsettled when it comes to you. For me, we both changed into different people, and that's okay because we got older. Hello, we grew up. And I have the right to say, I don't like who you've changed into. Who you've changed into and who you are now doesn't fit me. Doesn't work in my life. That's not how I run my friendships. You know what I mean? Like, that's not how I treat people. So it's like, I have the right to say, yes, we were friends for a very long time, but you as a person right now, as this adult grown woman, I don't care for her. Realistically, respectfully, I don't care for her. So I'm somebody where I'm going to remove you from everything, like taking you off social media, like deleting the text message thread. I don't need to see none of it. Because when I cut you off, I cut you off, and that's it. Like, I'm a Taurus. Hello, shout out to us, Taurus season, yeah. But I'm a Taurus. We are very stubborn. We're bulls. I feel like, I know some people are not really into the astrology thing, like you don't take it as serious as I do, but we are bulls. Like, like the animal that is associated with your sign means something. Bulls are very strong, determinate, like wild, but also tamed animals. So like for me, I'm a strong bull on the outside, but I'm also very soft and very sweet. So I know how I want to be treated, and I know how I want to treat other people. So for me, when I choose to cut you off, or when I really make the decision to cut you off, I'm done with you. I'm done with you, because that's something that I really contemplate cutting people off for a long time. I give people chance after chance after chance until I truly hate you as a person. That's when I'm like, yeah, I'm out of here. But I don't ever just give up on nobody. I don't ever just cut nobody off just for nothing. You really have to take me there to where I feel like, okay, I gotta remove myself from this person. And when I remove you, I remove you. It's like there was no trace of your existence ever in my life. And it's like, there's no hard feelings. There's nothing negative that I want to say about you, because I've been asked about these girls multiple times over the past couple months. Realistically, respectfully, what I say, I'm just not there with them no more. They're not meant to be here for real no more. And it is what it is. Like, I love them. I will always have love for these girls, but it's like, we ain't homies. We ain't friends. That's it. You feel me? Like, wish you the best, baby, but you know, I'm still triggered by you, and that shit hurts the fuck out of me. But it's like, you're allowed to remove yourself from things that trigger or hurt you, and don't let nobody tell you different, because it's your life, it's your feelings, it's your heart, it's how you move. You feel me? So yeah. Also, like, that also goes hand in hand to applying what you learn. Like, the friendship thing, the thing that I've learned about friendship realistically is that it's very similar to a romantic relationship. You still have to put in the same effort with your friends. You still have to put in the same care, the same love all the time with your friends. Like, yes, you may not see your friends as much as you would see somebody that you're romantically seeing, but that's still a relationship that's in your life. You still need to make your friends feel loved and special and cared about. I hold my friendships to the utmost pedestal because I love my friends. They're the next closest thing to me from family. You know what I mean? So I take those seriously. And if I don't feel like I'm serving you, or if I don't feel like you're serving me, we don't got to be around each other. And again, that goes to applying what you learn also, because it goes back to the lesson that I learned when I was a freshman in high school. I'm not going to let none of my friends, people that I think care about me, go on social media after we fall out and talk shit about me. That's not cool, because I wouldn't do that to you. I'm a grown-ass woman. If I have a problem with you, I'm going to bring it to you. Especially, I also feel like, why are you subbing me if my phone number is in your phone? Why are you subbing me if we just got off the phone before you feel me? Like, the same way you picked up the phone and just called me about how you felt, pick up the phone and call me again when you feel something else. I don't understand, but okay, whatever. So, applying what you learn, not letting your old self win also, because it's been a battle between my old self and my new self that I'm trying to create and trying to, heal and grow, because there are certain situations or certain things or certain people that I will see or interact with that my old self would have handled things totally different. My old self would have probably flew off the handle. My old self would have cursed you out so bad. My old self probably would have wanted to put her hands on you. But now I'm at a point where like I'm so good off everything. I'm so calm. I'm so like I don't want to deal with nothing that's bringing me negativity or making me feel like I gotta come out of my face or be rowdy or be aggressive. I don't want to be that girl. I've had to show up strong my entire life. I'm only really focused on things that embody softness. I want to be soft. I don't want to be hard. I don't want to be, no. I don't want to have to curse people out all day about how I feel. No, I'm going to just leave you alone because clearly you don't get it. Clearly you don't know how to treat people, and that's okay, but that's not a problem for me. Okay? That ain't got nothing to do with me. Nothing. And also, like, let's see. I think I'm just trying to really clear out anybody that's not supposed to be in my life or that's just not doing their job. Because I think that's also another thing where I'm somebody who tries to keep everybody in my life. So it's like I'm giving like long-term positions out to people who are only meant to be here for a short amount of time. That's another thing. Allow people to play their position in your life, and you also play your position in other people's lives. And I also think my friendships has also taught me, I want you to hold that nigga that's wasting your time to the same standard that you holding your homegirl to. Because as many chances as you giving that nigga, give your homegirl that many chances too. Because I think as women, we be so quick to throw our homegirls away, but that nigga that's been doing you filthy for 6 years is still in the picture. Why? You feel me? Listen, this is me taking accountability. I was one of those girls. Oh, I'm the nigga that's been doing me foul forever. Oh, I'll keep him over my homegirl that did me foul one time that we had to talk about. And then, you feel me? Like, no. Because that nigga should have been gone just like she should have been gone. You feel me? I think I'm gonna give you guys a brief context of this situation because it's something that I've come to terms with now. I was talking to somebody long distance, right? And long distance is very hard. It's very hard to feel connected to somebody that is so far from you. It's very hard to, it's just a hard thing, but it's not impossible. And I think that what I had to learn, basically the whole situation that is boiled down to, right? Me and this person care so deeply about each other. It's unbelievable, but it's also very, very fucking beautiful how two people can really care about each other and, you know, pray about each other when they go to sleep every night. You know what I mean? Like, I think somebody praying for you is the highest form of love because that goes to show that they really, really care for you and they really, really want you to be okay. They're taking it to God. Like, yo, pray over him just like you praying over me. You know, that is so loving. That is so beautiful. But yeah, somebody that I really, really cared about, but we're at two totally different stages in our life. We're at two totally different places, stages, healing journeys, all of that. And it's like, I love you. I care for you. I really would love to be with you, but it's like, it's not going to work right now. It's not going to work right now. And whether it's supposed to work later on down the line, sure, but it's not supposed to work right now. And if it's not supposed to work ever, that is okay, because I've gained so much knowledge and so many lessons from this opportunity that I'm okay if it was never supposed to work for us, because I did learn so much and I did have so much fun with this person. I gained new experience. I think every person that you meet is an angel for you, whether you learn something good from them or you have a negative experience and you learn something bad from them. They're still an angel because they taught you something. So either way it goes, I know you were an angel in my life, just like I was an angel in yours because I taught you some new shit. But we're just at two totally different places in life. So it's like, there are going to be the relationships that you have to realize you either need to be patient with or let go of. And this was kind of a hard situation for me because it was like, damn, like, do I let this guy go? Because I do care about him. He is an amazing friend to me and he's an amazing person, but like, do I let him go because we can't be right together or we can't get it, we can't figure it out right now? Or do I allow myself to heal from this situation, take a step back and and show up in a friend way? You know what I mean? And I think for the both of us right now, it's been very hard, but it's also been a very necessary step for us to both take a step back from each other and be like, okay, I can't show up to this situation romantically how you would want me to be, but I can show up as your friend until we both heal and really, you know, do what we have to do to be in a relationship together. I think that's what, I don't know. I tell him all the time, I'm like, us deciding to be friends was probably one of the best things that we could have done for our friendship, realistically, because I am a serious overthinker, or I was a serious overthinker. And me going to therapy and me doing all this work and me having this experience through him has taught me that I am a serious overthinker, and I don't have to be. I really, really, truly don't, especially when I'm somebody that feels like they have to have constant reassurance. But realistically, that's okay to be like that, to need reassurance and need, you know, words of affirmation, all that stuff. But the way I would overthink about this man and just like the situation was so unhealthy, to where it's like, now that I'm taking a step back and I'm coming to you with love as your friend, I have time to really just sit in the friend zone and be like, yo, like, I know he's here as my homie, and that's cool for me. Also, I told him, like, it's not to say that I'm not attracted to you and I don't care about you more than a friend, but I'm looking at you like how I look at my bros right now. I'm there for my bros. I care about my bros. I love them. I shower them with love because I love my bros. When I tell you right now, I love my bros. If you are my bro and you watching this, first of all, there's only like a handful of guys that could call themselves Jay's bro. You feel me? But if you know that we locked into you, my bro, for real, I love my bros because they get me. Like, there's no judgment. There's no fucking, they treat me like I'm one of the guys, for real. My bros could pull up on me right now and talk about anything. Tell me anything that they feel. I love that. And I value that. So for him, it was like, I kind of had to channel that and be like, yo, like, I kind of gotta look at you and come at you as my bro, so that I can, first of all, train my mind to work on building that friendship before I go any further. And two, it's good for me because it's like, it teaches you how to accept the stages of different relationships. You know what I mean? Like, we got to be friends right now. We got to be friends right now. It is what it is. Like, that's just what has to happen. There's no way that we would be in a relationship. We could be in a relationship right now and we both would be good. Because first of all, I'm in therapy. He's not. That's something that he wants to do. That's something that he's yearning to do, but he's not there yet. I'm all the way in New York. He's not. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like so many different factors, but it really boils down to where we are in our healing journeys. We're at two totally different places, and that's okay. But he's going to have to meet me where I am in order for me to really be able to be in a relationship with you. That's just how it has to be. You know what I mean? Like, I think that I've done a lot of work thus far on myself and who I am as a person, to where I'm excited to be calmer. I'm excited to be, you know, I'm excited for life, because it's not, yes, life is hard, and yes, life can really kick your ass and really bring you fucking down, but there's always a rainbow at the end of the rainstorm. There's always a rainbow. And that's something that I've really, really grasped finally. Like, because I think I was one of those people, you always hear like, oh, don't worry, it'll get better. One day you'll wake up and you won't be sad anymore. True. But it really takes somebody going through a couple of sad moments. And when I say a couple, I mean a couple of sad moments, to really understand, like, okay, I'm sad right now, but it'll pass, because I've seen it pass many times before. That's something that I really, really had to allow myself to be sad in order to understand. And like I said, it's not a knock on him because he's not healed or he hasn't, you know, unlocked certain levels of his brain, for real. But it's just like, I gotta be patient with you. I gotta fuck with you in a friendship level. I gotta take a step back from this, because I was giving my all for this and it wasn't working. So I have to take a step back, take part of what I've been giving you, give it to myself again. And, you know, we rock out how we rock out, and we be friends that's healing. Like, you know what I mean? And I think, first of all, we're super close now because we have gone through so much, first of all, and because we've seen each other in different ways, for real. So I think just overall, I've learned so much about friendships, relationships, loving people, all of that. Like, I'm working more on taking accountability and just, I stand on really knowing your impact on people's lives. And if I impact you negatively, that's not how I am. That's not how I move. That's not the person I am. I want to impact every single person in my life I want to impact their life positively in whatever way that I can. I don't ever want to be negative. And if I'm being negative, let me fix it. You know what I mean? So that boils down to taking accountability. Yesterday, I ain't gonna lie. One of my sneaky links from like months ago, I low-key did him dirty. I low-key fucking did. And you know what? I took accountability for that because low-key he was crossing my mind OD past like months, right? So I'm like, why is he crossing my mind? What's up? Like I you know what I mean? What's up? Bro. And I was just like, maybe he's crossing my mind because I need to be taking accountability for that situation and I need to apologize to this man, bro. I really do. Like sometimes I seen this meme where it was like some girls have to realize that there's going to be men that come into her life that are just meant to bullshit and play with her, play in her face and hurt her because that's what they're supposed to do. That's the mission that they serve. And I was like, maybe for some men out there, I'm supposed to be the person that like hurts them or like does them dirty or like ghosts them. You feel me? I really believed that for a minute and I was like, that's not me. That's not being true to me. I'm not somebody that is malicious. I'm not somebody that likes to hurt people or make people feel no type of way. Because I know that when I feel some type of way, oh, it's up. It's up. It's up. And I don't want nobody to feel like that, especially not based off of me or, you know, because of me. Like, nah, that's not cool for me. So I deadass texted him like last week and I was like, yo, I'm sorry. Like, I feel bad. Like, realistically, I was going through mad shit at the time that we were talking. But like, that's no excuse to really treat somebody like shit. You feel me? So yes, I take accountability for everything that I've ever done in my life. And, you know, like I've really been saying sorry, you know, because like I am sorry. I don't want to be a negative ass person. I don't want nobody to think about me and be like, oh, she did me foul. Fuck no. Hell no. I'd rather me thinking about you like, oh shit, like we fell off, they did me dirty. I'd rather me think about you like that than you think about me. No. So that's really just what I've been trying to do in my life. Just really apply what I learned and really be a grown-ass woman. Grown-ass woman. And just accept myself for who I am and what I've done in my life. And really, you know, try to be better and try to change. I'm about to be 23 in 2 days. Like, I want to be a better woman every single year on this earth. I don't ever want to be stagnant. I don't ever want to be the same. I don't ever want to go backwards. No, I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to progress. I'm trying to do me. I'm trying to have fun. And I ain't gonna lie to you. The past 5 years of my life, I have had the most fun. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, let me just say my 20s. The past 3 years of me being 20 in my 20s have been amazing. Like literally from the moment I turned 20 years old till now, I have had the most fun in my life. Yes, the shit has been hard as fuck. I've gone through crazy shit. But I don't regret it because I've had so much fun and I've learned so much. And I really feel like 23 is going to be an amazing year for me. And I'm so happy about it. I'm excited for that. Like, first of all, I always go all out for my birthday. First of all, if you're one of those people that like hates their birthday or like doesn't do anything for their birthday and like tries to make other people feel stupid for celebrating their fucking birthday, I strongly dislike you. Because why are you mad on the day that you were born? That is so internal. That is an extreme internal conflict, and you need to check that shit out. But I can't relate for you, baby. I can't. Because April 27th, every year around, baby, oh, bring the boys out because we outside. We are outside. Yep. Me and my friends for sure will be outside this weekend, and what about it? Because a real bitch was born, and that's it. Period. Okay. Period. That's it. Like, it's my birthday. What the fuck? Like, I'm about to have the realest niggas in the spot. And we're gonna have a good time. And I'm dropping my fucking website on my birthday. Like, it's up. It's up. 23 is gonna be an amazing year for me. And because I'm choosing myself. That's why. Choosing myself and, you know, being a fierce woman who does not dim her light for nobody. So I think that's another thing that I've learned. Like, I saw this meme where it said, don't water yourself down for other people. They can choke. Deadass. You can choke, my nigga. What the fuck? I'm not gonna lie, like, I tweeted this a couple days ago. I was like, I think I'm, like, in the most humble way possible, I think that I'm so important and so amazing. And with the way that I love, I feel like people should really do what they can to keep me in their life. And I strongly believe that. Like, I feel like I'm an amazing person. Like, the things that I have done the work on, yo, I be in therapy. First of all, I have my therapist week, okay? And she really be helping me really try to heal and be a better fucking person. And I'm so grateful for this experience. And I'm grateful for the fucking therapist that I've found because she's awesome and she really helps me. So I just, word of advice to anybody out there who's trying to, you know, better themselves and better their life, go to therapy, bro. Go to therapy. Don't let nobody make you think that you're crazy or you're weak because you want to go to therapy. Go to therapy. I'm telling you, it will change your life. It will change your perspective. It will change a lot of things for you. And I'm not gonna lie, like how I look at things now before, like after being in therapy for a while, is so different from who I was or how I used to think before therapy. Like go to therapy. Go to therapy. Go to therapy. I'm telling you, go to therapy. It will show you so many different things. It really will. Because I think the main thing that I really, really like about therapy is that, first of all, this woman really doesn't know me. Yes, she knows me now because we built a relationship and she's, you know, I've told her things and like we've built a genuine connection. But the questions that she asks me, like in response to the things that I tell her, like, first of all, there are questions that like my friends be getting in my ass too, but my friends be asking me questions, but these are questions that like somebody who does not know you would ask you. You know what I mean? Or like somebody that just like really wants to get to the bottom of how you're feeling and how something makes you feel would ask you. So it's like, I appreciate my entire journey through therapy thus far. And even before, when I went to therapy and when I was 18 and it worked out for like 4 months, I'm grateful for it all because it's brought me where I am today. And I really can say like, things get better. Sometimes relationships have to end because they have to. Sometimes you cannot get your blessings until you remove what you've been holding on to. I ain't gonna lie, okay? If you got a nigga that's wasting your fucking time, okay, and he's sitting in a position that he is not supposed to be in, tell him to get up and move immediately, because you would be surprised how quickly a new man, a new better man comes into your life and sits right down. He ain't even gonna have to introduce himself. He just know this seat is for him. You feel me? So everything gets better. Relationships are supposed to end because they're supposed to. Don't dim your light for nobody, okay? And perfect your craft and be out here doing you. You know what I mean? If you are a creative who has moments of feeling unmotivated, that's okay. Allow yourself to sit in that, allow yourself to go through it. But when that shit passes and you got that momentum back, double it. Up the score every time. That's why I got a new website. I ain't gonna lie, I'm just saying. But I hope y'all enjoyed this episode, this catch-up episode. I think it was really good. We talked about a lot of things. There's so many other things that I wanted to talk about, but I got y'all next episode. Don't even worry about it. But subscribe to YouTube. Tune into my YouTube page. I'm gonna have some awesome visuals. There's gonna be this episode and the Wonak episode that's gonna be dropping the same day. Subscribe to my website. Check out my writing, check out my episodes, check out my layout. Let me know how you feel about it. Send me a message, all of that. I want everybody to be tuned into this website and super excited about it just as much as I am. I'm so happy we upgraded from Linktree. You know what I'm saying? Like every time you just gotta up the score. Every time you just gotta upgrade. And I think this is something that I've really, really been talking about. Y'all could really run the tapes on my old episodes and I will literally be saying, damn, I want to make a website. I want to do this. And now I'm doing it. I'm literally doing everything that I've manifested into my life. So if you are a creative who's going through a moment of feeling unmotivated or unproductive, don't trip, bro. And don't be so hard on yourself either, because everybody's journey is different. Everybody's time is everybody's time. Your time is not going to be the same time as me, just like my time is not going to be the same time as you. And if you gotta sit there while your homie, let me give you a scenario, okay? If you and your homie, let's say you and your homie try to pursue a rap career, right? And your homie blows up, right? Don't ever in your life be bitter or hateful towards that homie just because it's not your turn. First of all, your turn is gonna come. It always does. It just might take a little longer. And also, you don't know your homie's journey. You don't know why he got that blessing when he got it. This is what I will say. I heard somebody told me this and I was like, wow. If your homie gets put on, don't be upset, because that's how you know there's blessings in the area. Bro, what? I love y'all. Have a great week. Happy birthday to me. Thank you so much. Thank y'all for being patient for this episode. I know it took forever. I love y'all. I'm so happy to be back. We got a new website, and it's up. We got a new website, and I'm excited for everything that I'm about to do. All the collabs I'm about to bring y'all. I know I say this every single season, even though we are in the middle of a damn season. I just left y'all high and dry. I'm so damn sorry, but I'm back. Don't even worry about it, and it's about to be even better. Love you. Bye. It's okay to not be in your most creative mode at every single point of your creative journey. It's not gonna happen like that. So let's normalize just, getting in your bag, focusing on yourself, taking a step back from your craft for a minute to get your mind right, get you right. And then when you come back, make sure you double it. That's all. That's it.